Today, we're diving into a text that makes one of the most incredible claims you might ever come across, that a completely new era for all of humanity has in fact already begun. The document is called The New Era Has Arrived, and it's written by Shiwei Fong of Life Chanyan. It really lays out this monumental vision for our future, so let's break down exactly what it's all about. Right off the bat, this document does not pull any punches. It kicks off with this incredibly specific and bold statement. There's no ambiguity here, is there? It claims that on January 1st, 2018, everything changed, that humanity officially stepped into a new era. So, the first question on anyone's mind is, what on earth does that actually mean? Well, according to this text, we're not just talking about some minor cultural shift or a passing trend. Not at all. This is positioned as a proclamation. It's announcing a brand new guiding ideology, one that's meant to shape all of human civilization for the next 1,000 years. And the sheer scale of the transformation being promised here is, well, it's immense. The text claims this new era is going to completely upend everything we think we know. It's basically presented as a total reset of human consciousness, our economies, and even how we live our day-to-day lives. Okay, so 1,000-year ideology has to come from somewhere, right? And the origin story provided here is, let's say, pretty unique. The text traces this whole journey across multiple continents to explain where these ideas even came from. So, according to the source, this new way of thinking had this global incubation period. It supposedly started in Africa back in 2001. Then it developed and grew in Asia. And finally, it took its complete final form in North America during the 2010s. And the text attributes all of these ideas to a very specific entity, Hundun Yuanchu. This figure is described as a direct messenger from the creator of the universe, an incarnation of gods and saints. And what's really interesting is that it's even connected to that well-known paranormal story of Boriska, the Russian Martian boy, basically framing this ideology as having a direct, otherworldly source. Now, with an origin story like that, you'd probably expect some pretty big promises. And the text definitely delivers. Let's take a look at the utopian vision it paints, both for us as individuals and for the world as a whole. This really captures the world that the new era is promising. A place where all religions, all faiths just merge into one, and all of humanity acts like a single unified family. In this vision, everyone's potential is completely realized, and society is just governed by total honesty and harmony. And to really drive the point home, the text creates this incredibly stark contrast. The old era, our past and present, is defined as a sea of suffering, just filled with deception and confusion. But the new era, on the other hand, is the complete opposite, a direct path to happiness, freedom, and paradise itself. Okay, so this is the crucial part. How does a person actually make this transition? The document doesn't just lay out a philosophy, it gives you a how-to guide. Let's break down the actual steps you're supposed to take. So, how do you start this journey? Well, according to the source, the main way in is to follow a specific video series, also called The New Era. The text claims that simply by watching these videos, a person's consciousness will be lifted up, quote, imperceptibly and subtly. And here's where it gets really specific. We actually get a metric for progress. It's not just a vague feeling of enlightenment. No, the goal is to raise what the text calls your energy level to a number over 500. And that number is presented as the key threshold for aligning with cosmic consciousness. So this really lays out the whole roadmap. First, you follow the videos. That, in turn, boosts your energy level past that 500 mark. From there, your life's vibration frequency aligns with the universe. And then finally, you achieve this total transformation, becoming what the text describes as an angel or an immortal Buddha, depending on your cultural background. But it's not all a smooth ride to paradise. The document contains a very serious warning. It talks about a period of global difficulty that humanity has to get through first. According to the source, humanity is right now, at this very moment, in the middle of a 10-year period of hardship. This isn't positioned as some future event to watch out for, but as something that's happening right now, having started around the time the new era began in 2018. And this is where all those practical steps become absolutely critical. The text claims that following the new era videos is the only way to navigate this tough period. It's presented as the one way to light a divine lamp in your heart, which gets rid of fear and gives you the spiritual purification you need to get through these times and actually enter that promised 1,000-year era. The document leaves its readers with this really powerful, really urgent final message. It frames this whole path not just as an opportunity, but as the single most important thing a person can do. And it warns that if you miss this chance, you're inviting a severe crisis. The stakes are presented as being incredibly high. So there you have it. That's the worldview presented in The New Era Has Arrived by author Xu Feng of Life Chen Yen. It offers a complete system, right? A start date, a divine messenger, a clear path for anyone who wants to follow, and a pretty stark warning for everyone else. It really leaves us with a compelling question. Is this a prophecy that's meant to change the world, or is it the framework for a new spiritual belief system? That, of course, is for you to decide.